The Jammu and Kashmir Police Chief SP Vaid was removed from his post late yesterday. This is now part of a reshuffle at the top level of the state police that comes merely days after differences between the state government and the police chief. Remember, there was that release of terrorist's father in exchange of kidnapped family members of the state's policemen that happened last week. That is also considered to be a huge trigger for this post removal. Now, SP Vaid, he will be replaced by Dilbag Singh, who is the Director General of Prisons. So, Dilbag Singh, in addition to his own duties, will continue with the J&K Police Chief post as well. Now, this is until a regular arrangement is made. But according to the order issued by the Home Department, Mr. Vaid's services are now placed at the disposal of General Administration Department, which will take, a further decision on his posting as the Transport Commissioner. Now, Omar Abdullah, he has also tweeted and he has said that there was no need to replace SP Vaid. He should have been changed only when a permanent arrangement had been worked out, because remember, this is not a permanent solution. Dilbag Singh is just a temporary Chief of Police in Jammu and Kashmir. Omar Abdullah goes on to say that there are enough problems without having to deal with the confusion of leadership, and changing the Director General is the prerogative of the administration. But why a DG as a temporary arrangement? The current DG won't know if he is going to stay, or others who would like his job will be trying to replace him. This is not good news for Jammu and Kashmir Police. Now, I have Nazir, Masoodi and Neeta joining me. Nazir from Jammu and Kashmir and Neeta, of course, from the national capital. I'll go over to Nazir first. Nazir, very good morning to you. How does this play out in Jammu and Kashmir? I mean, really, it leaves a lot of confusion, a power sort of confusion in Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, for last more than 10 days, there have been, huge tussle between the DGP Vaid and the state government. It was about, the first thing was about who is having the funding for the operations, because he was divested of important, crucial administrative powers, and which were given to Munir Khan, ADG Law and Order. Including Munir Khan was given authority to write the APRs of SPs and also execute the operations, and their administrative authority was given to him. And Mr. Vaid, he agitated before the governor, he lodged a protest before the chief secretary and advised it to the governor, and also with the union whom secretary even threatened to resign. But then the trigger came after these policemen relatives were kidnapped from South Kashmir, and then the rumors became in the official corridors that the Mr. Vaid will be removed. Now he has been replaced by Dilbag Singh. Dilbag Singh is the DG prison. He has been given additional charge as Director General of Police, but though it is not a permanent arrangement yet, because as per the Supreme Court guidelines, whenever any state makes an appointment of DGP, the state government has to send a panel of 3 DGs to the Union Public Service Commission. Only then and the best one can be posted as DGP. So that formality has to be done. But removal of DGP is seen as a huge midnight coup yesterday, after late night order issued by the Home Department while the top officials were there, and they issued the order of the removal of DGP Vaid. And also BJP, according to sources, BJP didn't have much liking for Vaid after he took a stand in Kutwa rape and murder case. And since then, there was strained relation, though he belongs to Kutwa, but since then, the things, relations between him and the BJP were not the same.
Right. Nazir, allow me to go over to Neeta. Neeta, why, such a rush, like Nazir said, a midnight coup sort of a situation, when there is no permanent solution? This is just a temporary arrangement.
Snigdha, as Nazir was also pointing out, that there is need, the order to be corroborated by the UPSC. Apart from this fact, there is a senior, Mr. VK Singh, who is also posted in Jammu Kashmir headquarters. So the government also needs to take a decision on him as to where he is going to be posted, because all three people, at least Mr. VK Singh is also of the same batch, 1987 batch. In fact, Mr. Dilbag Singh is the junior most in 1987 batch. There is Mr. SM Sahai, who is posted here in Delhi. But apart from this fact, the Home Ministry was also not very happy. Senior functionaries in the Home Ministry were not happy the way the Jammu and Kashmir police was handling operations for last few months. Though they appreciate the fact that how, the J&K police has been fighting terrorism continuously. But in such operations, you need to, take decisions very methodically, because it does have a fallout. And when these policemen and their kith and kin were abducted last time, about 12 dozen or so, the way the Jammu Kashmir police reacted was not very in favor with the Ministry of Home Affairs. They were saying that in last 18 odd years, the Indian state has not negotiated with the terrorists, but in this case it appeared that they did. Riaz Naiku's father was set free after the policeman was set free only after Riaz Naiku's father was set free. So it was a bad precedent. So the Home Ministry was perturbed, and as Nazir was pointing out, there is a history behind as far as Mr. SP Vaid's connection with the BJP government, and even there were differences between him and the newly appointed governor. So all these factors went against him, and that is why he was removed in a midnight coup. Not only him, the ADGP CID also has been removed. So there is quite a big reshuffle in Jammu and Kashmir police hierarchy.
So,
Snigdha?
but neither do we know how long Dilbag Singh will remain to be Jammu and Kashmir police chief yet.
He has, like couple of years in his favor if he is, posted there permanently. So he will continue as of now, but it will again depend on how the government proceeds. Like Nazir was saying, it needs ratification from the UPSC, and then you need to also see where Mr. VK Singh is going to be posted. Interestingly, Snigdha, Mr. SP Vaid, who is a 1986 officer, he has been asked to hold a charge of 206 IS batch officer, that is of Transport Commissioner. So you have to see how the way government functions, where now the newly appointed governor tries to, accommodate Mr. VK Singh and give permanent DGP to Jammu and Kashmir.
Right.